The margin of price over marginal cost is the difference between price and marginal cost divided by price. Using my notation, price P minus MC is the difference. You divide that by P. For example, suppose price is 10 and that marginal cost is 7.5. That means the difference is 2.5. Let's do it here. That means the difference is, we'll write it like this. Price minus marginal cost over price would equal 10 minus 7.5 divided by 10, which is 2.5 divided by 10, which is 0.25, which is the same as 25%. The optimal margin of price over marginal cost is simply the reciprocal of the absolute value of the price elasticity of demand. For example, suppose that suppose the absolute value is minus 4. That means that the optimal margin would equal 1 over 4.25, which is 25%. Suppose that absolute value of E is equal to 5, then the optimal margin would equal 1 over 5, which is the same as 20%. So the optimal margin depends on the price elasticity of demand and only the price elasticity of demand. Well, how can a firm increase profit when the actual margin does not equal the optimal margin? Suppose the optimal margin is 30%, and the optimal margin is only 20%. Well, that means the actual is greater than the optimal. It means your price is too high. In this case, a decrease in price would lead to an increase in profit. On the other hand, if the actual margin was only 10% and the optimal was still 20, well, now the actual is less than the optimal. In that case, you want to raise your margin. The way to raise your margin, again, is to increase your price. And here, an increase in price would make profit go up. So whether you want to raise your price or lower your price depends upon whether the actual margin is greater than or less than the optimal margin. Again, as you raise price or as you lower price, you're going to increase sales. And as you increase price, you're going to decrease sales. So sometimes you may want to sell more. Other times you might want to sell less.